Okay, so I'll just like to give a brief welcome to all the audience looking at this YouTube video first. So currently, we are super honored to invite Shawn, who is a successful entrepreneur, who is also the co-founder of Branson Studios as well. Join us in today's video. So before we start out with the entire question and experience questions, I'd like to ask Shawn, can you tell us about yourself and some insights about Branson Studio? And Shawn, do you want us to share the slides you show it to us, or
Yep,
do you prefer
yeah.
to share it?
Just let me share the slide. It's more easy to understand. Okay, so we start from here. Is it okay? You guys able to see the screen?
Yeah, great.
Okay, so at the first, this one is our company. I mean, it's Branson Studio. I'm the co-founder of Branson Studio. And actually, Branson Studio no longer a company because in next month, we gonna register a proper company which called Eminent. Okay, so but never mind, I just go through about the Branson Studio story first for the startup. Okay, so as you see in here, right here is my founder, which is my friend. He's a director, photographer. Basically, is more focused on graphic design and photo shooting, video editing. And me as actually is IT student. I study computer science degree in Sunway University. So actually, I'm more on the business side. The character in Branson Studio. I'm more on like create earning opportunities, earning ways for the Branson Studio. Actually, Branson Studio already existing around around half year. All right, and my partners he did not like really used to it. I mean, really take how to say use it in a well way, like find a job, find business in. He just focus on his part timers, right? So actually he is a very good very power graphic designer, but at the moment he did not really good in the business marketing. So most of the job, right, actually is like uh every month have just take a stable income from as a freelancer. And I just found out actually I can give him some suggestions in business area. All right. So I just give because one day, right, I saw his like editing photos for the graduations. I'm like, wow, I haven't seen this kind of editing skill or photos in the market for for student, and this is what student needs. I'm like, oh my god, like just if you post on the social medias or just do some marketing in Facebook anyways, right? It will be very hot and it's totally a very good business idea. All right. So I just suggest him, and I will just focus on the business. So, sorry, I think later I will continue on this. I just make an introduction first. So Brandon Studio actually is located at the Cyberjaya, Malaysia. It's very near to end of the Pujong, start of the Cyberjaya. All right. So Branson Studio actually provide the photography, videography, and design service, which is for the starting business, right? Actually, we just take only focus on the graduation shooting and editing, and the most proud is our editing skills. If compared to like others, we definitely have the uh, more nicer level, I can say. Later I can show you the example. Okay, so our uh, we used to serve like Sunway University, Sunway College, Taylor, Nottingham, Parsley, and Xiamen Uni is our regular customer. For example, like one of the day, like this Saturday is our shooting, is the graduations uh, convocations. Normally for our schedule, we started from 8 a.m. We will shoot until 6 p.m. no stop. And for one day, we at least have 5 to 8 groups of the customer. If okay, so maybe let me move to the next slide first. Okay, so yeah, I'm Shawn Lian, so I'm a full-time student, and yeah, I'm also a front-end developer in IT company. When I graduated my diploma, right, actually just meet the COVID pandemic. So I think 2 years of online class is kind of waste for me. Cause that time I just like I still give the same amount of uni fee, but just online class is kind of waste for me. So I decided to use that. Actually, just 1 year at the first, right? We did not expect the COVID goes for like long run for 2 years. So I just postponed my degree study. I went to a company, a IT company, to work as an employer and as a front end developer lah. So yep, and in the same time within the 2 year, I also try my own business, which is help people to create the landing page for the website, and also business advertiser. Actually, I handle a company marketing, which is copywriting the poster, how to get customer from social media. Basically, I get the fixed salary from that company. So I think consider like a freelancer lah. Okay, so yep, as also partner Branson Studios.
Actually, I have a few questions to ask you, Sean. Because,
Yep, yep.
like you mentioned just now, right, as we all know, you are studying in the field of computer science. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it?
Yeah, computer
You're
science.
studying in computer science. So may I know, like, what's the reaction of the parents when you tell them that you decided to join Branson Studio? Because
Oh,
studying in
okay.
computer science and going into a field of videography and photography, as a Asian parent, they should say, "Oh, why you do that? Why you do that?" Right?
Yep. Okay.
Like,
So
can you tell us
actually,
about what's the reaction of the parents?
okay, actually for me, I'm not interested in like taking photos or photography thing, but I know how to get business. Okay, before Branson Studio, I'm a front end developer. For now, even I'm still a part time. 1 week I need to work for 2 days in the IT company lah. But in the same time, as I mentioned, I am doing the marketing for the a business company, which is property company lah. Okay, so every day I need to write the copywriting and the poster to post at their Facebook page in order to attract the customer. Okay, so in this thing I learned how to okay, for a lot of people, right? I mean student or maybe my friends, they started a business. They are mainly their customer is from people who surrounding them, like supported by his own friends, family members, and this kind of flow, right, actually is a very bad cycle. If like after 1 month, I don't if no more without your family members, without your friends supporting, the business can no longer to run as well. So for me, right, I know how to get customer from outsource. I mean, out of my friend zone, out of my family. So I know how to target customer at social media, which people who don't know me. All right. So this is my strength, and I just realized when I'm doing the business advertising job, which this marketing job lah. So I just use this. I just apply this skill set into Branson Studio, and just suddenly boom, we get a lot of customer booking. Yeah, then my partner, which my Branson, he just invite me to become the co-founder. Yeah, that's
Your parents don't actually say that you should not do this kind of thing to you.
okay.
Your
Actually,
parents are completely fine with that.
okay. Actually, my parents, they did not really know what I'm doing. They only know I'm a full-time student and a part-time developer. Yeah,
So your parents don't know what you're doing. Okay.
yeah. My
So I
parents
have
really don't
another
know.
I have another question. So, like you mentioned just now, before starting Branson Studio, you were working in the frontline developer, those kind of companies. Right?
Yeah.
So, for your own personal experience, let's say if I'm really interested in my passion, for example, I'm into this sort of field, and what is your advice for those people that want to make their passion into some kind of profitable profession?
Okay.
Is there any advice for you to collect the funds?
Okay.
What is the advice for you?
Yeah. Actually, for me, right, I'm a I study computer science. I'm doing coding, programmer. Seems I'm already working for now already 3 years in the IT field. I mean, 3 year real programmer experience. Okay, actually, I realized that I not really like sit in front of the laptop like more than 10 hours just do coding. That I think it's very boring. But I just got an opportunity to work in the marketing side, and I realized that I really likes to do like copywriting. I really likes to uh, make communication with client. Okay, so uh, I just like find my ways uh, during that period. It's not like it's like I take around 1.5 years to find my ways, but of course, uh, developer is my main job, so I just a backup plan. You know, you don't rush. You don't rush to like straight jump to another field because that is not. I mean, people is more powerful than you, right? I mean, you just fresh, so just take time. Like for me, I'm studying IT. I still continue work at IT at the moment. So, but take your free time to, I mean, get in touch or to do what you like it. Like I'm an IT. I like business. So take your free time to involve yourself into the business field, and you will know, will you like it or not? I mean, which kind of lifestyle that you more prefer, and you slowly jump to that side. Yeah.
Okay. So there's actually another problem that most of us students are facing right now. The problem is right now, right? A lot of students they are picking between two things. The first thing is either they choose to follow their dreams, and another thing is they pick something that's more profitable, like a career that's more profitable. So which
Yeah.
one would you suggest the students to do though? Like it's either pursue their dreams that actually doesn't seem that promising, and another thing is pick something that's more secure, that's able to bring you money, but that's not the thing they want to do for their life. So
Okay.
which are the things that you would suggest them to follow?
Okay. For me, I think um, of course, change your dream, but in at the first, make sure the dream can make yourself survive, can settle your. I mean, is able to cover your money expenses. Because okay, for me, my dream, right? Actually, I want to become very rich, right? But you know, IT is very hard to become very rich. But the income of IT is higher than a lot of is higher than a lot of the career, right? But you still can't be very rich. Okay, so I know that I need to do a business, but I don't know what business can I do. All right. Okay, so I just try everything because actually I try property agent, I try sales, I try a lot of different part time, uh, with even barista as well. I have 2 years, 2.5 years of barista experience. So just try during your weekends or time. But for me, right, I still chase my dream lah, because my dream is become very rich, right? So if you ask me, right, at the first, I really don't know I get involved in this Branson Studio. Okay, so but no, no, in the future, right, Branson Studio will become a sub company. The main company is called Eminent. Eminent is a company that take part in the marketing, copywriting, and more focus on the UI UX design for the mobile and web. Is still related to my app and mobile apps, but we only focus on design. All right.
I see. Okay. And another thing is join so many kind of since you have worked in so many fields and you have your own business as well, means
Oh,
definitely you have encountered a lot of difficulties. But is there any kind of difficulty that brings you the huge lessons, like the biggest life lesson to you? For every
yeah, yeah.
working for other people or
Okay.
in your own business? Can you share it
Okay.
to us, please?
Uh, first of first, I think it's your responsibility and your time management. Okay, for me right now, I 7 days per week from 8 a.m. to 12 or 1 a.m. Okay, of course you have the rest time, but most of the time you need to work. You need to be responsive to everything that you handle. All right. So for my business marketing, my own job, I need to work 7 days. Like, but one day I need to spend 2 hours. For IT, every week, 2 days. All right. And Branson Studio, every days because we have a lot of clients coming to PM. I need to reply as well. This is the bigger challenge lah. Sometimes you will get scolded by your parents why just lock yourself in your room. But and also you have you have partner, I mean girlfriend. You need to take some time to hang out with her sometimes, yeah. So you need to very good in manage your timetable lah. Okay. And also I already decreased my entertainment, like hang out with friend with mama. All right, last time I hang out like 1 week 2 to 3 times every night, but now I think even one times also very hard. Okay, so another challenge will be maybe the because we have intern, and okay, myself have one helper, Branson Studio have one intern, so we need to cover the expenses because intern taking a fixed salary, but some extra allowance, like for our case, right, the intern's laptop, she need to fix the colors of the screen, which is around 108 ringgit, is covered by company, right? It's not taking from the base salary, so that will be a challenge, when and also our workload is too much. We're trying to hire more, and also managing intern is not easy.
Yeah, so that's the challenge that you face as the most challenging to you, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So coming back to your earlier question, which I mentioned about because we are still students, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of things we need to kind of follow through our parents. So let's
Mm.
say in the beginning, you just put yourself in this kind of scenario. Right? If your parents they say, no, I don't allow you
Uh,
to start up Branson Studio. What is the
okay.
actions you're gonna take though? Yeah, what is the
Okay.
actions that you will take?
Okay. Actually, for my parents, it's very traditional mindset, as what you mentioned. Okay, we don't mention Branson Studio. Even I want to postpone my degree, my parents really reject, like really not agree with my suggestion. That was a very tough decision because like all your friends in same age as you, they just continue degree, and you are the one that want to postpone. It's kind of hard. You need to in the future, once you continue, you need to meet new friends, people who, I mean, you don't know. So I mean, you need to start building a new connection with people who you don't know lah, instead of the old friends, old gang. Okay. So yeah, actually I take like half year to comfort my parents in order to let me postpone my study. And if come with career benefits to you, uh yeah, my parents definitely agree me to do such business lah. All right. Because like as a student, your responsibility is studying, it's not to earn money. So that's why I did not inform them what I'm doing. They just know I'm very busy, maybe for study or the part-time developer job. Yeah, but for me, right, once I have some result, I maybe only inform them. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want I just because since you are such an experienced person, you have looked for other people and you have started your own business. To which point you know that it's the right time to have your own business already instead of just working
Oh,
for anybody else. At what
uh,
time? Because there's supposed there should be a right timing that you think that you have the capability to start your own business, right?
okay. Actually, I don't know when is the right time. Just when our okay, just for Prison Studio, we focus on the photography business, right? It's just like within these 3 months, our booking is already scheduled till next year March. So actually, you really ask me, I really don't know when is the right time to start. It's just like time to time, our business getting bigger, and we fostered need to hire interns and workers as well. So if you ask me, because our next step is register the company, which is partnership. Uh, if you ask me, already prepare or not, but I also not confident to say yes. But we need to do that. We need to move to that thing. I mean, jump to the next level already lah. So yeah, it's just
So does it mean that the right timing never appears? It already depends
yeah,
on like how the
yeah,
circumstances go out. Something like that.
yeah. We know that we need to involve in improve already. It cannot still only two people working for Branson Studio. We know that we need to hire more people. We need to know that we need to register the company in order to settle the pay slip issue. Yeah.
Okay. And other than working and because right now, I know like Sean, which course you're studying right now? Is it still degree in computer science?
Yeah, degree in computer science.
You are in your third year, is it?
In last of I think end of the semester 2.
Oh, yeah, and year 2, is it?
Yeah. I think degree last semester year 2,
Oh, year
which
2
mean
last semester.
yeah, wishing I still got 1 year to continue because my graduation is end of 2023 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and
Yeah.
do you plan to pursue another study after degree though? Do you plan to go
Planning
to
yeah
master?
planning for if possible I planning for the MBA.
Yeah, that actually brings us to another question that I'd like to ask you because for some students, right, the main purpose of their study is because they want to have a profitable career. But for your case, since you already have such an established business and you have a solid income already, what is
Yeah.
the reason you still continue to pursuing your study though?
Okay, for me actually just get connection. The main purpose is connections. Yeah. I think
The main
so
purpose is only connections.
yes, it's just only connections. And
Really?
knowledge is quite important. For me lah actually. Yes. But if
In
I
a
could
field of computer science,
if I did not study okay, be honest, right? Even I finish my degree, when I goes to work, actually I just get to know like 5% of the computer science stuff for programming. The working level, like I mean the requirement of working as a programmer is way harder, way tougher than what you're studying right now. So if you ask me, right, I won't continue my degree if I already knows that actually degree for me is not that important. But yeah, that's my choice lah. Okay, but who knows, man? Already halfway into degree, so just finish it, get a cert, and proceed to the next stage.
but let's say right, if a student approach you and ask for you a piece of advice from yourself, what is the advice you give to a student who just
Okay.
started their university? Like just a
Okay.
piece of advice.
Yeah. My intern just asked me this question, I think last week. Okay, for me, right? If your career in the future is professionals like accounting, like doctors, lawyer, of course you need to go for the study. That is related on your certificate. All right. You can't become a doctor without any certificate like professional knowledge. But if you're going for like graphic designer, I prefer you at the first you read to really know your ways and don't regret in the futures. If yes, then of course you no need to study. You just join a startup graphic design company to start from 0 to 10. Okay, so but if your skill that I mean, if your career has the requirement of some certain knowledge, of course you need to study. And even myself prefer young guys study at least diploma, at least. Okay, yeah.
Do you think in the university life, right, joining clubs or societies is important though?
Oh, okay. When I had diploma, I don't think that was important, but for now, yes, of course. right? You can get a lot of connections.
Yeah, so whoever that's watching this, please join Twitter.
Uh,
Nah, just a simple marketing method
yeah.
only. But what I want to say is basically what I expect from the entire interview session. What I can tell about Sean you is that you are really how do I say that? A really organized person, and what you are doing, you are basically taking all the accountabilities on it. For example, starting your own business, not having your parents. That's like a huge risk to take in life. Because what if you
Mm.
mess up? Yeah. So what I can say is, do you consider yourself a huge risk taker also?
Sorry.
Do you consider yourself a huge risk taker?
Sorry. Not that clearly. Consider
Not actually
myself. I mean, consider myself as.
a huge risk taker.
Can you can you
Risk
type across?
taker, risk taker.
Orange taker. Oh yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course, of course. Actually, we invested. I mean, for the studio, right? We invested around 55 to 60K for the studio. All right. And for my age, it's a huge money, yeah. Because I am 22 this year. So uh, that time was I think it's considered a big risk, okay. So, but if you high risk, high return for me, and I'm very confident of my marketing planning, so I just invest it as well, lah, and be able to earn back. So that's great for me, lah. Just appreciate.
Yeah, but to be honest, after hearing all the details of the company by Sean, are you hiring people that want to join? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
okay,
But of
but
course, with that, okay.
okay, but because why I able to invest is because as I mentioned, I already working for 2 years, 2 years to three. Before Career Brand Studio, I already working for 2 years, and this year, I mean, during now, I already working for 3 years for the IT, and 1 year for the marketing company. So I have a certain saving lah. So yeah, so I have the budgets to invest in Branson Studio. But for those fresh grad, I mean youngest, right? If you guys don't have that such big budget, you can start from uh some business that without any uh you don't need to spend so much for the startup investment. I remember I start up when I last 2 years, I think last 1.5 year, I freelance for the front developer, which helping people to the landing page website. I invested around 2,000. The startup only 2,000. And in the end, I able to earn back the startup fund and of course earn up a little bit more. But the thing is, as a freelancer developer, it's very stressed. You need to handle all the stress yourself, like the client's complaints, why the design is not why the website is not following the design, why you got a bit issue, something like that. I mean the server issue, something crash. For me it's not worth it lah, okay. So like for me it depends on the rate, the earning rate. Okay. So try to find an idea, and if you think it's possible to work, you just launch it. Just try.
Okay. Sean, I think I have another question for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Since you are a co-founder of a business, right? Means you have your own business, and you have the experience of hiring people as well. So just one question from a student like me. So, for information, Sean, I'm actually just a year one from the first student. Do you
Mm,
think that, let's say, if I want to work in a company in the future, do you think working experience is important though? Like when you're hiring people, do you look into working experience? And do you think that the experience in such a society are able to replace the
mm.
lack of working experience?
Okay, for me, working experience is kind of important. I mean, if you're working for a company, I mean, you hire by people. Of course, your experience is very important. Okay, so if you're working for yourself, of course not lah. But if if without working experience, how you want to work for yourself? I mean, you don't have that certain knowledge, right? Okay, so I also admire by my IT boss. I think he is a quite successful entrepreneur as well lah. Even for now, right? How I manage my interns and my partner is uh I definitely just clone my boss attitude, the way that he speak, the way he's managed. Yeah, I think for every fresh grad, right, young people, you just try to, uh, of course, at the beginning, you just take some experience from outside. That is a must, right? And unless your family have the base, yeah.
But let's say I'm a student, right, and I don't have time to commit myself in another work. But I'm happy to make a lot of custom facilities in Sunway. So does it help though when you, let's say when you're hiring people, I tell you
Mm,
that instead of having the real guys, I'm working as sales, but I'm the president of this club. I'm the president of that club. So is that able to replace the lack of worker experience?
okay, actually, okay, because actually I also in the IT company, I also lead I guide three interns as well. Okay, so basically when for like club, right, join club, it's important for those your it's actually it depends on what career. Okay, for me as a company, in the IT company, of course, the HR look through your IT experience. Okay, what project that you did. It not necessarily need to be big projects or very or a company commercial project. You can build yourself and just show them. That's also one of your very basic experience. If your career is like marketing, like sales, admin, of course, I think joining club as a committee is very useful. How the way you communicate, how the ways you lead people, that's very important. All right. So if you're a graphic designer, of course, the HR will see your designing skill. All right. They're very straightforward. So for now, right, I realize a lot of fresh guy actually their resume just put what they take part in what committee they write a lot, but it's not related to the professional field. It's kind of waste lah for me, Yeah.
Basically, that actually summarizes the entire interview. But you asked me, is there any questions from my side? I would say no. But can you basically just give us like one simple sentence to summarize the entire interview session today? Because I think the time is about to end. So
Okay.
I don't want to delay for too long as well, I'm sure. So maybe you can
Okay.
just give like one a motivation or encouragement for all the audiences that's watching this video.
Okay. So first of all, I encourage student join club, any club, all right, because that is presenting of your how is your how to say is it hard skill or soft skill really? How you communicate with each other. I mean, at least your activities in your daily life is quite active. It's not only just study, right? So if I am a HR or I'm a boss, okay, basically I already hire two staff, right? So I based when I communicating through, I mean, interview, right? Actually, I'm more concerned about uh the attitude of the way they're speaking, how they answer the questions. Is it creative or not? It's not more focused on their their skill. I mean their professional skill lah. But professional skill of course needed, but of course the mindset of your creative, how you working as in a team, that's more important. So and also if you have any business ideas, just try it. If you like don't dare like try it alone, right? Just find a friend to launch it.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. I think that's basically summarized the entire interview session today. But I would just like to say another huge thank you to you Tom, for taking your
Mm.
time to join us today.
Yeah.
And I really can't wait to. But are you in campus now? Oh, you are in campus? Are you always in
Uh,
campus now? Around campus?
yeah, I like still in the campus. Yeah.
Ah, I see, I see. So next time when I see you, I recognize the white stripes, huh? So next time when I
Oh,
see you
yeah,
on
yeah.
campus, I'll just say hi to you. But hope you recognize me, lah. So, but basically that's the entire interview session today because you have to be you have a schedule later as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm but I just want to say another big thank you to you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you to
Thank
you
you so
too,
much.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
I
See you. Bye
appreciate
bye.
you give me this
Yeah.
opportunity lah.
Oh my gosh, it's our honor. It's our honor,
So,
and it's always our pleasure. So, yeah. Thank
okay,
you,
okay.
Sean. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you guys.